Group A action for you as Pinar Karsiyaka face off against Hapoel Holon, the Israeli team searching for their first win in this competition. Pinar Karsiyaka, the hometown team, come into today's game off a defeat, their first defeat in this competition last week to EVE Baskets from Oldenburg in Germany. That was on the road, and now they return back to Izmir where they are usually so strong. However, it does come on a losing streak for the Turkish team as we see the games from Group A. A thriller earlier today as NSC take the 85-81 victory over Juventus Utena despite being 21 points down in the third quarter. And then two other games taking place in Group A as all these teams attempt to be one of the top four qualifiers. I said Pinar Karsiyaka suffered their first defeat last week. It has made this Group A standings even more interesting as the competition between these teams really is intense. Hapoel Holon still searching for their win, the only team now in Group A without a victory, as we see there. NSC currently at the top of the standings with a 2-win and 2-loss record, but the opportunity for two or three teams to make it to a similar sort of level. EVE Baskets, Murcia and Pinar Karsiyaka all with that identical record right now. Of course, we are only 3 rounds in to this 14-round regular season. Teams facing off against each other home and away to try and be one of the top 4 qualifiers forward into the playoff stages. So Pinar Karsiyaka come in having lost a couple of games domestically, as has Hapoel Holon, still searching for that first win. There is their roster for today's game. Key players to look out for them is the number 02 Holiday, Terrell Holloway, to give his official name, the man from Xavier, the point guard for their team. He's in averaging 14 points per game. He's a key performer, as is Joe Alexander and Tashawn Thomas. Interesting triple-headed monster for them. For Pinar Karsiyaka, the hometown team, we see their roster, players to look out for. Dominic Walters, the point guard. He's known for his passing ability, but came in having a big game last week, scoring the ball. Scott Wood, the sharpshooter, and then David DJ Kennedy as well, a scoring threat wherever he has been. But the main man perhaps is Jared Jones on the inside. So Jones, a frustrating evening last week, but he still averages more than 20 points per game. The versatile big man is able to do a bit of everything on the floor, shoots it from the perimeter, puts it on the deck, breaks his man down, can operate in the post as well. His matchup against Joe Alexander is the one that I would expect to see. I'll be looking forward to here tonight. So we see Guy Panini, the veteran Israeli national team member, now playing for Hapoel Holon. It is a team mixed with experienced with players like Guy Panini, but also the youth of Tamir Platt, one of the most exciting prospects perhaps in the whole of Europe, after a strong play with the Israeli team, the under-20 team this past summer. You see the Hapoel Holon team come out onto the floor here. And now Pinar Karsiyaka ready to come out. Well, they had looked very comfortable indeed, Pinar Karsiyaka, through the first couple of games. After qualifying against the Hungarian team Alba Ferrer, they defeated Dinamo Sassari on the road, a convincing victory over Juventus Utena here at home. And then last week, though, they come unstuck, a 14-point loss against EVE Baskets in Oldenburg. It's a Byron Allen performance that couldn't be matched, really. 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for the star man from Oldenburg. And for Pinar Karsiyaka, they had 18 points from Jamal Jones, they had 13 from DJ Kennedy, 19 points and 5 assists from Walters as well. But really, it was the defensive end where they struggled. 52% from the field Oldenburg shot. They out-rebounded Pinar Karsiyaka as well. And 17 turnovers for the Turkish team. Didn't really help their cause. So players making their way out onto the floor, back for their final stages. There is Corey Warden. That'll be a prospect to watch. Hapoel with Guy Penida as they come into this game, having won their last 2 regular season games in Israel, but 0-3 in the Basketball Champions League. Still searching for that first victory. Juventus Utena beat them last week in round 3. That was in Lithuania, a 2-point win for Juventus. So Hapoel have now got that 2-game win streak in the Israeli Super League. And they come into this game with a bit more confidence. On the weekend, they got the 88-81 win over Galal Gilboa. On that particular occasion, they were led by Tu Holloway, who had 21 points, Joe Alexander 13 as well. A comfortable win, really, for the team. For Pinar Karsiyaka, it's all about getting that momentum back. They have struggled in the Turkish league. They started so brightly, defeating Anadolu Efes in their opening game of the season, as we see our 3 officials for today's game. But then, since that point, it has been disappointment for Pinar Karsiyaka. They've rolled off 3 straight losses, the 3rd of those coming this past weekend against Darüşşafaka. 78-63, they went down a 15-point defeat off the back of that loss last week against EVE. So there's the starting lineup: Holloway, Warden, Alexander, Harush and Thomas, the 5 for Hapoel Holon. Salumi Harush comes in, only averaging 2 points per game in the Basketball Champions League, but he had a strong game on the weekend in that victory we just talked about, where he had 11 points in 24 minutes. 3-point threat as he knocked down 3 shots from beyond the land of plenty for head coach Dan Shamir. Let's see if he can carry that bit of momentum over, as this is such a difficult gym to come to. Pinar Karsiyaka trying to get themselves back on track. I mentioned they went down to Darüşşafaka. As we see their starting 5, it is Teren, Guvan, Walters, Wood and Karahan. So some big changes for Pinar Karsiyaka, perhaps after those losses on the weekend. It is a much different lineup. Gerard Jones played 37 minutes on the weekend. He's not in the lineup despite leading the team with 14 points. And DJ Kennedy, who went 1 of 7 from the field in that loss to Darüşşafaka, also pushed out of the starting lineup. Well, it is the strength and depth, though, for coach Alexander Trifanovic, the man in charge of the Pinar Karsiyaka team. They are very deep indeed, and so they won't lose a lot. That's the one side is surprises Karahan, the young man who's receiving a spot in the starting lineup, although Karahan did play 16 minutes off the bench in that game against Darüşşafaka. Now the players got those instructions, ready to set foot out onto the floor. Hapoel Holon on the road here in Izmir, trying to get their first win of the Basketball Champions League season. Their players making their way onto the floor in the Los Angeles Lakers-like purple and gold. And Pinar Karsiyaka, the traditional white, green and red color combination for them. Everyone out, shaking hands. A discussion on over the table, see if that will delay our tip There's Dominic Walters. We'll shake hands. Walters had a strong game last week. I was impressed with him. Really tried to carry his team, the 31-year-old. 19 points, he had 5 assists. 7 of 12 from the field he was. We are nearly ready to get underway here then. Bits of instructions from the sideline there, from assistant coach Kahan Kabadak. I think there's a slight problem with the numbers on the boards. So there is Dan Shulman trying to get a with an advantage perhaps with his team. The crowd in fine voice here, as they always are, either at home or on the road. We saw Karsiyaka fans last week travelling with their team to Oldenburg in that defeat. Thought we were ready yet again, a premature start. Miles around, and there we get the thumbs up. So we appear like we are ready. Hapoel Holon then searching for their first win in the Basketball Champions League this year, facing off against Pinar Karsiyaka. It is game day 4 of the Basketball Champions League Group A action, as we are nearly set to get up and underway. The jump is controlled by Hapoel Holon. Pinar Karsiyaka face off in the man-to-man defense. Opening possession goes into the hands of Joe Alexander. Versatile forward Alexander will play a lot of minutes for this Hapoel team. He'll pick for the ball and roll. His threat leaves the open man who goes all the way and finish. Great looking score there for Sean Thomas. He gets his first points of the evening. A well-designed play and a good start for the Israeli team here on the road. Quick foul. As Dominic Walters comes off the screen. There's some great matchups here tonight. Walters facing off against Holloway. There you see Holloway just getting the hand around the waist. Excuse me, that's Walden matching up there. Holloway will be against Spencer Wood. Scott Wood, a sharp shooter. And then on the inside, Alexander facing off against Jones, perhaps, if he comes in. But first of all, Alexander has got to try and get a hand up on that. The 3 is good. First points of the game for Pinar Karsiyaka come from the hand of Turan from the 3-point shot, and they'll take the lead. Alexander now squares up, puts it on the floor. Right, look at the ring, can't finish though. Now Walters will come the other way, picked up by Walden again. Here he comes off the screen. Walters into the lane. Good pass, and the finish for Gouvan. Now, excellent offensive possessions for Pinar Karsiyaka then. First of all, the 3 from Turan. Everything looked like it was stagnant. And then the man who makes it all happen, Dominic Walters, puts it on the floor. Gets into the lane. Puts it on a plate for Gouvan. And Edgerman Gouvan will be first score for his team from the 2-point range. Walden comes off the screen. He's fouled by Walters. So referee's getting control of this one early. Walters and Holloway. Oh, Walters, Walden and Walters. Drawn a foul each on opposite number. Walden off the screen from Alexander. Good strong penetration and the kick out. Another shot from Thomas. And way off on this one. And Dominic Walters comes down. Loses the handle. Picks it up and goes to Wood. Wood will get a screen of his own. Turan. What about the three? Hands it over to Cadahan. Haven't seen much of the young man so far. 19-year-old finds Walters, hesitates, and then knocks it down. I don't think he realised how much space he had there, Dominic Walters. Flash to the ball, catches it easy. And now Cadahan. This is where he does excel on the defensive end, facing off against Holloway. And there's whistle, and the foul is on the floor. Gouvan. Yeah, just put his hands on Thomas. Easy call for the officials to make. Solid start for Karsiyaka then. 8-2 lead here. Early stages. Warden hands it over to Holloway. Holloway's going to wait for the screen from Alexander. He's got some room, Holloway. Throws it high. Joe Alexander needs to finish around the ring and does so. Good play. Using the pick and roll to great execution. Alexander's had a couple of good looks so far, so that'll please them. Even though they're down, Hapoel Holon have had some high percentage shots at the ring. It's this end of the floor. And they've also given it up, however, as Gouvan turns, fires, and knocks it down. Pinar Karsiyaka, 4 of 4 from the field now. High percentage basketball from them. Great to start offensively. Holloway stops, and the pass deflected with the foot of Turan. And possession once more for Hapoel Holon then. Alexander collects it, squares up against Turan, puts him on a little ice patch there as he nearly stumbled to the floor. Can't finish the shot. Holon will recycle possession. The tough pull-up doesn't go for Holloway, looks towards the official. Scott Wood will come the other way. Wood comes off a couple of screens. He's searching for Benjamin Gouvan on the inside. He's got a lot of touches. Now Cadahan. Oh, creeps it up and in. The teenager. Impressive finish there. Looked like he was trapped under the backboard. But finds a little space, and it's a quick timeout here for Hapoel Holon because Pinar Karsiyaka are yet to miss from the field. An impressive offensive start from them. Sees them have this 12-4 lead.
Everything is so late. The first show, the first contest. Okay, what do you want to say? Everything that we're not. Whatever. Every time out, down there.
One down, rotate. Patient screen. Strong roll. Pop out is nothing combination. Okay.
What?
One down, rotate. One down, rotate. Focus on a deep.
Just a little bit of pressure. They're about putting them where they're putting on us. Let's get to some shakes.
Well, we saw the numbers in that timeout. 5 of 5 for Pinar Karsiyaka. As we heard in the timeout from Coach Dan Shamir, he is not happy. Everything is a step late, he says. Step late on help, step late on rotation. And he doesn't feel his team are playing with the energy they need to win this game. For Pinar Karsiyaka, the message was a bit of patience. So no need to hurry to the lead here. Just continue to take these really high percentage shots. They're going to come out of timeout, put pressure up the floor. Samir Blatt has come into the game. Here he is, the number 6, 20 years of age, son of David Blatt, former NBA coach. He finds Holloway. He misses the 3. And his possession once more for Pinar Karsiyaka. Gouvan into the hands of Walters. They're on this high screen. Gouvan slip into the ring. There he is, wide open. Far too easy for Pinar Karsiyaka there. Panini in as well. There he is, the veteran. Captain of this Hapoel Holon team. Number 10. Great three-point shooter. As the foul will go against Karahan. Good play from Holloway. Just disguised the attack off the screen. More substitutions come in for Hapoel Holon. Glenn comes in for the first time. And there's the number 41. Black throws it high! And it's thrown down by Alexander. That is what Tamir Black can do. This is a man who averaged a double-double, points and assists at the Under-20 European Championships this past summer. An exceptional passer of the ball. You can see it already. There's a man in Walters who can pass it as well. Fails to hit. Alexander grabs the rebound. Here come Hapoel Holon then. Through Holloway. Bit of room for him to attack perhaps. No. He'll pull it out. Go to Panini. And now Glenn. Putting it on the floor. Into the lane. Oh, nice hanging finish from Glenn then. First points from him. In his first game for the club in the Basketball Champions League. Walters skips it. Turan now on the floor. Oh, up and under from him. Great finish. And Karsiyaka only missed one shot here in the early going. Black takes it to the basket, draws the contact. Turan picks up the foul. Yeah, you could see, put the arms down. I think he's frustrated because he knew he didn't have to foul Black there. Send him to the line. That was the replay. And Alexander on the finish. Looks like Turan is actually frustrated because he didn't feel it was a foul. I don't think the officials got that one correct. So Tamir Black at the line. This is the first. Said what a summer he had. He led the Israeli Under-20 national team to the final of the European Championships. A real breakout for him as he was voted to the all-tournament team. 16 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds per game. Incredible numbers from him. He really was a star performer for the national team. Wood goes to Turan. Turan's going to try and spin on Panini. Enjoys the contact. You can see he just spun away, had the advantage. Panini pushes him. And line possession. Walters to bring it in. Finds Wood. Wood's still trying to find that room to get away his first three-point attempt. Walters, 6 on the clock. Attacks against Black. He's off the backboard, can't get it to go. Who's going to get the rebound? It is Tamir Black. Pushing it down the floor. Finds Panini. He's going to go back to Black for 3. Doesn't go though. So Walters can control the tempo here. Remember the message out of that timeout. No hurry whatsoever. Be patient if they don't have anything early. There's perhaps a little rush there from Karahan. Holloway crosses over into the lane. Is fouled. It's waved away as he continues and gets the score. It'll be in-line possession. You can see it, the crossover from Holloway though, left to right. Terrell, or two Holloway as he's known. As we see Berkoglu coming in. Karahan. It's a round of applause as he goes out. Team fouls against Karsiyaka. Holloway at the line then. A well-travelled man. 5-year pro career. Let's see, came out of the University of Xavier. Signed for an incredible 13 clubs during that 5-year period. So a solid start to life with Hapoel Holon. 14 points per game. In the Basketball Champions League. That's the 2 there. For First 2 points of the game for him. Oh, good fake. Guban now, some room into the lane, goes to that right-handed jump hook and knocks it down. That's what I'm talking about from the sideline. Coach Jufanovic will be pleased with the patience shown. Guban perhaps had the little short jump shot. Wasn't in a hurry though. And he got a better one. There's the lob once more. Black to Alexander for the second time. Ergalou backing it down. Waits for the screen. Holloway does a good job getting over the top. Wood now trying to turn the corner, draws the contact against Black. Waters frustrated. There it is. Black so good, thrown up. And Alexander will go get it. Great understanding by those two. Ergalou will use this screen, gets into the lane. Ergalou finds Waters. Oh, the pass. Too strong. And here comes Glenn. Fouled immediately by Wood. Wood the only man back. Good step. That's good. So steadies himself then. Makes the pair. Great start for him. Goes to 4 points personal. Guban turns, can't find any room, gets it to DJ Kennedy, the lefty. Shot rolls out, Alexander snatches in another rebound. Panini trying to find some room, get that three-point shot away. Can't. There's Black now, finds him once more. Good step, Panini has to kick it out though. Then Rice Jr. puts it on the floor. His penetration doesn't really go anywhere, clock down to 4. Warden goes all the way, high off the glass. Empty possession for Hapoel. Have done a great job getting themselves back into this game. Trailed by 3 here. As the quick turn doesn't fall. And Warden will push once more. He's got some open floor. Goes straight at Turan, but he rejects it. Excellent defensive play. And then the other way, Kennedy shows them how it's done. And Rice crosses over. He has some room, and he goes all the way. Glenn Rice Jr. says hello to the Basketball Champions League. Well, he looked towards his teammate. He wanted some support. When it wasn't there, he just went on his own. Hapoel Holon got the opportunity here in transition to get some easy points. Turan, who's played the whole of this first quarter, will now back it down against Panini. He uses size to go over the top of the Israeli international, and then Guban tips it home. On that pair there, they've had a great first quarter. Guban and Turan, they combine now 14 points and 5 rebounds between the two of them. And the team has this 5-point lead. Last stages, first quarter action. Alexander's going to screen for Black. Black kicks it to the corner. Walden finds some room along the baseline and gets the finish. Oh, good finish there from Walden. It's the finish to go. Entertaining quarter here. As both teams have played well offensively. It is a 3-point game. Pinar Karsiyaka have the advantage, 22-19. setting himself up to be in a good game here. You can see, despite the fact that they've yet to win a game, Hapoel Holon right there with the other teams in Group A. Numbers on the game, both teams shooting exceptionally well from two-point range. They've barely had a three on the game. Hapoel Holon still searching for their first make, and that's something, if they can start to add that. We know they've got good shooters. Guys like Holloway, Warden, Black, and Guy Panini are able to knock it down. Let's not even mention Shalomi Harash, the captain. He was quiet in his first spell. Right now, after that incredibly hot start, Pinar Karsiyaka, who went 7 of 8 from the field to start the game, cooled off a little, 10 of 16 now overall. I think the worrying sign for them is, despite the fact that they played well offensively, being very comfortable indeed. They've given up points in transition. They've given up 2 dunks to Joe Alexander on the pick and roll. And defensive transition has not been executed very well from them. They do, of course, have a couple of substitutes still to come in. DJ Kennedy only played 2 minutes. We're yet to see Jared Jones. We haven't heard of any problems with him. He is on the roster, so we're expecting him to feature, despite the fact he didn't come in that first 10 minutes. Still doesn't make his way out onto the floor. And so it will be Pinar Karsiyaka ball, brought in by Wood. And we'll have Erglu, Wood, Kennedy, Karahan, and Dujgan as well. Gorkem Dogan. A very young lineup for Pinar Karsiyaka from Hapoel Holon. It's Walden, Black, Panini, Thomas, and Rice. Kennedy slips it to the inside, and there is Gorkem Dojan right on cue. First introduction for him, an immediate score. 19-year-old, so 2 19-year-olds out there, and the veteran point guard in Berk Erglu at 21. A very young lineup. Pass, a loose one. Rice looks towards the officials. The 3 was up and missed by Panini. Here is Erglu to Kennedy. Kennedy finds some room. How did he split between 2 defenders? He draws the foul. Here's a good split from Kennedy. And another 2 for the teenager Dogan. Now Erglu comes high, waits for the screen. Here he is into the lane now, flipping it high. Dojan loses it, and it's taken away by Glenn Rice. Walden pushes. Defense has recovered well, and now they're going to switch out onto Demir Black. Will use the high screen from Thomas. Black splits between 2, finds Walden wide open, can't hit the 3. 0 for 6 now. Hapoel Holon. Erglu finds some room, goes all the way, lays it up with the left hand. That's the difference. The open 3 for Walden, he doesn't make it. And Berk Erglu slices to the ring to make it a 7-point lead now. Platt off the screen, hesitates, throws it higher. Thomas, not the same threat perhaps that Alexander is. Misses the first one, stays with it. Can't finish over the size of Dojgano. And now it's going to be numbers 4. Pinar Karsiyaka, Erglu to Kennedy. He's got a mismatch here against Black. No one's going to help. So Kennedy has it rejected. I was about to say, just steps through. And then eventually the score is good. It's Dojan again. He's had 4 points in a hurry. Chance to make it 5. Great defense from Thomas, who rejects that shot and then bites on a little pump fake on the second. And he's going to have to go out now. Alexander coming back in. problem for Holon. Probably that inside rotation. Alexander's played such big minutes. There he is getting high. He's averaging 32 minutes per game, the number 11. He's given us a backcourt. Corey Walden is speaking to the official, saying surely it was knocked back. Let's have another look. Oh. Did Walden? Was he the last man to touch it? Or was it the defensive Cadahan? Not too many turnovers so far. Hapoel Holon must have a turnover because they just had one as Alexander picks up a cheap one. You can see his face, he's frustrated. That is his first foul. Ergalu waiting, finds Wood. Wood slips it to the inside. A lot of fakes. Oh, the treat for Dojgan. What a start. This man has had 6 points now. Thought he'd missed the opportunity as he got his man in the air and then made a spin move afterwards. That was exactly what was needed. Perfect 3 of 3 from the field, and in the blink of an eye, an 11-point lead has been established here. Finally, Tamir Black gets the score. That is the first points of the second quarter for Hapoel Holon. Breaks an 8-0 run for Pinar Karsiyaka at the start. Here, the lob, and once more. Oh, what a second quarter this man is having. Dojgan, 8 in a row for him. So Hapoel Holon in penetration. Now low post for Pinar Karsiyaka. The jump shot doesn't go for Alexander. DJ Kennedy rebounds and runs. He bullies his way to the ring, but an offensive foul against Kennedy. There it is, Kennedy just trying to force his way to the ring. He's called for the offensive foul. As we see Coleman subbing into the game for the first time. And number 5 for Hapoel Holon. Holloway. It's in the hands of Alexander. We go back to Holloway. It's all just too slow for Hapoel Holon. A good pass to the outside. 3 doesn't fall. Alexander showing his versatility. Puts it on the floor after the rebound. That's going to be a good matchup as well. Rice versus Kennedy. There's Ergalu. Comes off the screen. We see the story of the 3-point battle. Something which has been a problem for Hapoel Holon. And a struggle to win. As Panini sneaks behind for the easy score. Well, those points will help, but if they can add that 3-point threat, it will close up this lead, make it a very interesting game. Right now, Pinar Karsiyaka looking comfortable. As Wood comes, fires. That's what he does. Scott Wood, first clean look for him, or first look of the game. And of course, he knocks it down. Doesn't miss many when he gets the opportunity. Holloway well cut off. Now Glenn Rice Jr. is going to fire one and knocks it down. Well, Glenn Rice moves to 9 points. They've been in a hurry, haven't they? They've been an X factor coming in. Ergalu trying to find some room. Goes all the way and finishes it left-handed. How did he get that far? Alexander squaring up. Got some room, he'll take the 3. On the long two, excuse me. Doesn't go though. And now Callahan dancing with the ball, trying to attack against Panini. Jump shot doesn't go. Ushgan perhaps a little outside his range, but after the hot start he's had, why not? Holloway responds. And a timeout is going to be called here. So that score from Holloway makes it a single-digit game. 9-point advantage. As Pinar Karsiyaka will talk this one over.
Let's go. Listen, hey, move a ball. Move a fucking ball. What you're creating, you're dying and you're shooting. Die without shot. We go. Metin and Ege for Gürkan and out. Okay? We go first offense. Horn chest. Horn chest. Here is a DJ. Here is Scott.
Rebounding battle. Relatively even. Pinar Karsiyaka, you have a small lead. And the one thing, we saw the caption earlier, the three-point shooting. Hapoel Holon need to shoot it well on the road to have any chance here against a team as strong as Pinar Karsiyaka, who themselves are shooting 65% pretty much from both 2-point and 3-point range. Hapoel Holon just 1 of 8 right now. Ergalu wants to the offense to move. Padam into the hands of Wood. And now they go to Egeman. Back into the hands of Ergalu. Good patience. Kennedy now, he'll finish it off. Much better patience from Karsiyaka there. In no hurry. Ball moved through multiple hands to get them a good shot. Now, Holloway gets into the lane, loses it. Now the three, another miss. There's a good look for Harush as well. Nice opportunity from him. Egeman can't finish. Ran back into the game. He had 11 points in his first spell. It's a good feed from DJ Kennedy, wasn't it? A no-look pass. Substitutions. Thomas is going to come back in. Then Rice Jr. goes out. First rattles home. And he's only averaging 4 points per game in 12.5 minutes. Is loving the opportunity of an increased role here. 12 points now for him. He'll get 13 as he's already played 11 minutes. As I said, we didn't hear any issues with Jamal Jones. He is sitting right at the end of the bench, though. For Pinar Karsiyaka, often kind of tells you he might be expecting not to play tonight. And why, with a play like this, they might not need him. Holloway slices in, draws the foul. Van, after his strong play on the offensive end, commits a foul. Yeah, he just reaches out. Blow out the line then. Only 2 from the stripe earlier. 4 points for him, 1 of 3 from the field. Second is also good. Lead still in double digits, so 11 points now for Karsiyaka with possession. Angelo hands it over. And now he'll swing all the way through to this near side as Kennedy isolates Oh, he's a handful, DJ Kennedy. And the defense wasn't exactly bad from Harouche. But Kennedy, so big, so strong. It's deep in the lane, and they're not going to stop him. Now he's got to play against the captain of Hapoel Holon. He can't hit. The three from Holloway is good. Finally, without open the floodgates now for Hapoel Holon. Just their second make, 2 of 10 in this first half. They are from beyond the three-point line. Alexander nearly had that one away for an easy dunk. But now Kennedy again isolated, again gets into the lane. Doesn't score, but he will get himself to the line. DJ Kennedy then played at St. John's University in New York City, and then played in Germany. And he was voted the best offensive player in the Bundesliga in 2015. So you know how strong he can be offensively. They see the 3 assists. He's got now 8 points to go with that as well. Thomas will clear out the way. Alexander reverse it. They're trying to isolate him here. He goes quickly. Gets all the way to the ring. And fails to convert. Alexander had the advantage and he'd given it up by passing. And actually, it was a smart play by him. He attacked immediately when it come back. Fantastic story. Interesting background. Joe Alexander, the number 8 pick in the 2008 NBA draft. Actually grew up in Beijing. Father moved for his job, so he spent time in Hong Kong, China, speaks Mandarin, and has Israeli roots through his grandfather. That's why he is now in Israel and is a naturalized Israeli citizen. Pinar feeds to the inside. Guvan kicks it. Great ball movement. And Kennedy finds Ergalou. Foot was on the line from him, so it's only a 2. But just so easy for Pinar Karsiyaka right now. Great patience shown by them. And that is why they're right near 50 points. Alexander isolated once more. Trying to attack against Turan, goes back to Holloway. Holloway to Panini, he gets a good look and knocks it down. Panini with that leg kick action. You see so often from him, trying to draw the contact. Knocks down his first triple. They've made their last 2, Hapoel Holon. There's Turan, puts it on the floor, slices in. And goes to the floor. Earns himself, first of all, though, 2 shots. Turan, 23-year-old, the line. Makes the first. I'm impressed with him. So far. Grew up with Karsiyaka. 5 years with them. First season with Pinar Karsiyaka. Last minute, bit of pressure from Pinar Karsiyaka, try and slow down the play. Hapoel Holon. Joe Alexander in no hurry though, as they break the press. And now, just 8 on the clock. Holloway off the screen, flips it out. Panini just made 1. Doesn't get the roll. The tip from Thomas. Takes it away. Thomas had the opportunity, tried to dunk it, and as he pulled the ring, he almost popped the ball out himself. He was giving us an interference as well. So the ball will go back to Pinar Karsiyaka. 49 points in this first half, and they're going to have the chance for 2 or even 3 more in this final 20 seconds. Let's listen in, see what they draw up.
Stay on the bench. Before I can go out, we get 1 shot. Listen, we have here a situation. Metin on a 5, yeah? And we have here DJ on a 4. Okay? We have Scott, we have Al, and Berg with the ball.
22, let's be high, press on the outside and show the zone, then drop, show the zone, call the yellow, get the stop. Okay, if we get a shot, we talk about everything. Let's go.
This is where coaches have the opportunity to draw up a set play. Got a different lineup on the floor, smaller team. DJ Kennedy, you see there, who's had a strong first half, playing out of position for this particular offense at the 4 spot. A traditional kind of 3-man, small forward. He's had a great showing, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So expect him to be involved as the key playmaker, perhaps. And of course, you have to watch Scott Wood in 3-point range. Pressure from Hapoel. The floor, see if they can take off some this time, but there's plenty of clock. Burke, Oglu holds it now. No wait. Clock gets to 6 seconds. Kennedy, here he is. He's got the advantage, steps through, and he's going to be fouled. So spot on exactly what Karsiyaka were looking for. And team fouls me. DJ Kennedy will be at the line. Chance to get to double figures for his team. Substitution. Hogan does, comes in. First is good for Kennedy. A lot of smiles there from the Pinar Karsiyaka fans. Kennedy then knocks down the second. We'll have a timeout for Hapoel Holon. 2.5 seconds for them. They've got that timeout left. Might as well use it to try and get a score here. See if they can get it back to single digits if possible. Just plays like this so often can just give momentum going into the break. A little positivity for the team despite trailing. If they can get one final score.
Okay, you're running here. 2, you're screening. Okay, you're here. Okay, you read where the ball goes and you're opposite. Get Corey, sorry, get Hanan. Okay, 2, and come to the middle to get it. Okay, Pliny, if you get something long, throw.
Switch these screens. So if they're screening like this, go with your man, take him, go here, and don't let him go in your hands and take a 3-point shot and take a charge on this one. Hey.
Both coaches working. His final 2.5 seconds. The idea for Hapoel Holon is to get the ball as far as possible before it's touched. If you can get it into the front court, off the pass, and that is ideal. You've probably got one dribble before you have to take a shot. You need to take the ball going forward. Panini will be the inbounder. Runs along the baseline, finds Holloway, takes 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles, gets it away and makes it, and it counts. Well, to Holloway, took 3 dribbles, got a long way in those 2 seconds and managed to get the finish. And as I said, momentum sometimes can be so important. Wow. Players are being called back onto their benches. Not sure what's going on. I don't think there's any time left. Fans have to stay. Well, they're going to check the monitor, I believe. See if it is going to count. But what a play that'll be from Holloway. If it does count, you'll cut it to an 11-point game. And Hapoel Holon, they'll be able to spin that positively. They'll go into the locker room down 11, but, they've only shot 3 of 12 from beyond the three-point line. If they can just make some adjustments defensively to try and slow down this Pinar Karsiyaka team, which has just been rolling offensively, then they are still very much alive on the road here in the Basketball Champions League. Basket counts. There is the confirmation. So officials got it right at first look. And that will be the halftime break now. The confirmation, it is 51-40. Here is to Holloway. 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles. Takes the step. And yep, great work. Clearly out of his hands. Throws it high. Could have been drawn a foul as well, potentially. It doesn't matter. Big basket for Holloway. He moves to 11 points. The leading man for Hapoel Holon. Now there are the numbers. 3-point shooting, the difference right now. Hapoel taken 12 threes. They've only made 3 of them. On the other side, Pinar Karsiyaka made 2 of 3. Rebounding in favour of the Turkish team as well. Both teams looked after the ball beautifully in that first 20 minutes. It's led to some great offensive basketball. High-scoring first half as the teams have shared 91 points. Both of them have a double-figure scorer. Holloway leads the way for Hapoel Holon, with Gouvan enjoying the increased role, having 13 points. We haven't seen Jared Jones at all in the first half here. And frankly, he hasn't been missed because of the play of Egemen Gouvan. Well, we're going to take a break from Izmir right here. We'll leave you with some highlights of that first half. A lot of offensive plays for you as the two teams have both played very good, attractive offensive basketball. It'll be interesting to see, will there be any way back for Hapoel Holon? Can they bring that 3-point shot here in the second half? Or will it be Pinar Karsiyaka to continue their offensive juggernaut, building on the 51 first half points they've scored here? Well, join us in about 10 minutes' time to see second half action. Welcome back to Izmir then. It is half-time here. Group A action. As we've been enjoying a fine offensive feast. An 11-point lead at the half for Pinar Karsiyaka, the hometown team, against Hapoel Holon. And those of you who have been following the Basketball Champions League tonight will know an 11-point lead means nothing in Group A. As we've already seen, Pinar Karsiyaka come back from 21 points down, post a 36-18 fourth quarter to beat Juventus Utena earlier on tonight. An incredible game. As the Russian team, struggling from beyond the three-point line, caught fire to bring themselves back into contention, and that's exactly what's happening here. Hapoel Holon just 3 of 12 from beyond the three-point line in the first half. Have some good shooters, not yet firing, and if they can start to get that range, anything possible here. For Pinar Karsiyaka though, an impressive, efficient offensive performance in that first 20 minutes. 20 from 29 from the field, nearly 70% from field goal range. 17 rebounds, 13 assists, and just 3 turnovers. So we're back and underway then in Izmir, in Karsiyaka Arena. It is Turan, Guvan, Walters, Wood and Kennedy out there on the floor for Pinar Karsiyaka. We're going to get the steal on the first possession. And Walters to Turan. Tries to find Kennedy, it's denied. Now Walters goes to the corner, Wood gives it back. Patient approach from the Turkish team. Here is Kennedy, who had a great first half. Pulls up, too strong. Look at the work on the glass. Walters finishes it off. Turan and Guvan, who not really the main front line for Pinar Karsiyaka. So often we see Jared Jones out there dominating the minutes. And those two have had a superb first 21 minutes now. Turan does pick up the foul. Turan 7 points, 3 rebounds. Guvan 13 points and 3 rebounds. So 20.6 rebounds between the pair of them. Very impressive indeed. And that's a foul. As Glenn Rice Jr. attacks the baseline. So Hapoel Holon out there with Glenn Rice Jr. Holloway, who just misses that shot. Tamir Black, Joe Alexander, and Sean Thomas as well. Benjamin Guvan hands it off. And a screen for Wood. Wood goes back to Walters, and his 3 is good. Walters kind of quiet for him, really. Only 7 points now, 3 assists. He just hasn't been needed. And the way his team's played, guys like Burke Ergelu's come in, played extremely well. As Alexander once more finishes on the pick and roll. Walters now will get this screen, flips it to the corner to Wood. Wood with a tough pull-up. Tickles the twine though. Nothing but net from Scott Wood. He is a deadly shooter, given time and space. 5 points from him, 2 of 2 from the field. Alexander. A quick attack again as he spins but can't finish. And now it is Walters in no hurry whatsoever. Executing through their offenses here. Now Karsiyaka. Walters gets the screen, Guvan rolling. Oh, but good hands from Glenn Rice Jr. Now transition, 2 against 1. He'll throw it up to Sean Thomas. Has it roll out? Hapoel Holon scored in transition in the early stages of this game when they were close. It was something that kept them in the game despite their struggles from beyond the three-point line. And opportunities like that don't come around very often. So Sean Thomas misses a real easy opportunity. Kennedy brings it in. And Walters waits forward. And Guvan squares up, puts it on the floor. Just manages to find Turan. He's got 2 on the clock, goes high. Can't get it, but look at that. The offensive rebound applauded by the crowd here. And rightly so, just great effort on the glass. Walters goes to Guvan, doesn't get it away in time though. Right. Shaman do that. Guvan, just 21 years of age he is. First time into double-figure points this season. Previous high was 8 against Utena Juventus in game day 2. Remember, Karsiyaka had to come through that qualifying stage as well. So they played an extra 2 games against Albert from Hungary. Nice Junior selling a little no-look bounce pass. Doesn't quite find its target. And on possession. Alexander comes high. And now Holloway off the screen. Defense is switching. Holloway trying to dance, get some room. Draws the foul against Turan. Good play from Holloway. Shifted the big man laterally. Look, tried to get him going right and left. As we see more substitutions. Turan goes out, and then comes Mert Scheller for the first time. First action in the Basketball Champions League for him. And instantly a foul is called. I'm not sure against who. It looks like it will go immediately against... oh no, it is Guvan that picks it up. Alexander at the line. This is the first. 67 career games in the NBA. Joe Alexander after a superstar career at the University of West Virginia. Second is good. Walters. Now Kennedy, a lot of room for him, but he'll reverse it around. Pull up jumper is good. An impressive shot from Dominic Walters. Starting to be a bit more of a key part of this offense in the second half. Thomas trying to find some room. Finds Holloway. Rattles but comes out as Kennedy pushes. Kennedy trying to find some room. Eventually guarded by Alexander. Wood can't find the space, it goes back to Walters. Shot clock to 10. Down will screen, Walters into the lane, kicks it out. How open is DJ Kennedy? Can't finish. An offensive rebound. Thanks to the good work once more of Benjamin Guvan. Walters off the screen. Oh, tried to find the pass to the inside. Alexander had good hands. Blatt's pass deflected. Holloway, though, finds Thomas for the easy dunk. Said Hapoel did use transition and got easy scores in the first half. It's something they've got to get back to. The biggest problem is being able to get stops on the defensive end first, though. Very hard to run when you've got to take the ball out of the basket and take it behind that baseline. Much easier if it's from a defensive rebound. Wood is fouled by Blatt. Interesting. So yeah, Blatt said it was a travel. I thought that. Watch Wood's left. Yes. The official missed that one. Wood just dragged his left foot before he was fouled. The fans here in Izmir enjoying the game, enjoying how impressive a performance this has been by their team. Substitutions. Gavan goes out. Ujgan comes in, who's had a great first half. 8 points for him. The turnover goes to Glenn Rice Jr. He'll push it. Foul and sportsmanlike. Could see absolute easy call from the official. Shellop. Far too much contact from him. No play for the ball at all. So Glenn Rice Jr. will be at the line and then possession for Hapoel as well. 9 points for Glenn Rice Jr. Son of the former NBA player, NBA All-Star Glenn Rice. Most of you remember him from his Miami Heat days. A fine player in his own right. Glenn Rice Jr. In the NBA D-League. Attempting to play in the NBA. A solid college career. Makes the second. Discussions. He's now into the hands of Corey Warden. Warden been quiet. 2 points for him. He's only played 8 minutes. Number 2. Holloway trying to split between 2 defenders, does, and is fouled by DJ Kennedy. And just kind of lost momentum with his couple of whistles. And sportsmanlike, and now that foul as well. We'll see Holloway at the line. Holloway. Now of Xavier University, already mentioned that. He did sign 2 NBA contracts in the past, both of them with Dallas, short-time deals. Played in the NBA D-League last year. He was an all-star selection. He had a solid year before coming overseas now and playing in Israel. Bergoglou back into the game. Reverses it. Good penetration from Kennedy, really deep. Can't finish though. And Black will push. Goes to Warden. Warden cut off. 2 players nearly running into each other for Hapoel, and then Holloway turns it over. Looking for Rice. Trap on Walters. Holloway commits the foul. It's one of those occasions you just need a bit of patience. Holloway had a perfect trap with Warden. Watch this, look. Walters is right there, no need to reach in. Often not the player within the trap that gets the steal. Bergoglou eventually makes himself available. Uses this high screen. Wood into the hands of Kennedy. Kennedy thought about the 3. Takes the long 2, and a foul is going to be called against Black, who is matched up against Big Dujan under the basket. You can see Black trying to fight his way, but a little pull of the shorts. He's got called for the foul. Oh, far too easy. Bergoglou at the ring. You could see on the sideline, Coach Dan Shamir, hands out, frustrated with his team, as if to say, what is going on? I don't understand how they give up such an easy basket. Now Rice Jr. trying to find some room. Flips it to Warden. Warden takes the contact and gets the trip to the line. Quick first step from Warden. Takes a big hit. This Hapoel team who played in the NBA D-League last year. As he makes 2 for 2. Play for the main Red Claws. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists per game. Waters goes back to Kennedy and attempts to pass to the inside. Taken away. Kick from Glen Rice. Ergalu under 3 in this third quarter remaining then. As they continue to stretch out this advantage. Corner 3 doesn't go for Wood. Hapoel will try and push. Holloway gives it back to Walden. Now Alexander. He is fouled. Team fouls means he will go to the line despite the fact he passed it out. See if he can knock down these 2 shots. It's a foul against Wood. And so Alexander at the line. He's got 9 points on the game. Make it 10 as he's 4 of 5 from the stripe. Karsiyaka fans, you can see them in the background, loving their evening so far here in Izmir. Comfortable lead for them, comfortable game so far, but still a long time left, lot to happen in this one. Walters to Kennedy. Kennedy had it rejected, but he's fouled by Glen Rice Jr. It's a good battle between those two. There's the foul. Glen Rice Jr. good position, just tried to reach in. Kennedy at the line. He did actually play a brief period for Hapoel Holon. DJ Kennedy. Played from January 2014 to the end of the season before he moved over to Russia. The start of the next year. Alexander's finish doesn't go. Here is Kennedy against his former team. Goes to Walters. Walters finds a way up from 2 defenders. Wood pulls up. And 3 of 3 for Wood. Not sure he's touched the ring yet on a shot. Lead 13 points now. Pass from Glen Rice Jr. Let's see. Alexander is the intended recipient, just pushed out of the way. And he will be back to the line. First is good. And solid foul shooter. Joe Alexander. %90 on the season before today's game, where he's had another solid outing. The lead remains 11 points still. Walden's going to pick up a cheap foul, and it's just going to send Dominic Walters to the line. Not sure how he's complaining. Hands on the hips. Clear foul. And you see the crowd being a fine voice today. Both teams shooting well from the line. I said at the half, I thought teammate Walters had had a quiet game. Now, he's come to life, hasn't he? He's got 11 points, 4 assists. And the crowd appreciate his efforts. 21-year-old will take a breather now. He goes out, 1:21 remaining. And 5s all round. Callahan has come back in. Black draws the foul against Ergalu. Stop and go from Tamir Black. First is good. And the second. Also good for Black. And I'll get a breather for this final 70 or so seconds. He goes out. Hapoel Holon tries to bring the pressure up the floor. Nice Junior gets beaten by Ergalu. Here comes the trap. No. Karsiyaka just managed to evade the double team. Now Ergalu with 10 on the clock can take his time. Defense away from the three-point line. Walters is back in, fires the three, doesn't get it. Look at Kennedy there, putting it home on the reverse. Kennedy, 12 points and 8 rebounds now. On his way to that double-double. Holloway cut off. Now finds Alexander. Good skip from Alexander. Ball movement from Hapoel. Gives him an open three, but just like the first half. The open look doesn't fall. Now 3 of 15 they are from the three-point line. And Ergalu will perhaps hold for this final shot. Kennedy takes a quick one and makes it. Still time for Hapoel Holon as Kennedy knocks down another three. Holloway's got to go quick though, 3 seconds now. Goes behind the back, pulls up, comes up short. So another miss from beyond the three-point line, and that play really sums it up. Kennedy makes on one end of the floor. He'll move to 15 points and then come in the other way. Another miss from beyond the three-point line for Hapoel Holon, who are shooting just 20% from beyond the three-point line. Sees Pinar Karsiyaka open up the 72-56 lead. The numbers for Hapoel Holon from beyond the three-point line, a struggle. Pinar Karsiyaka, I mean, just tremendous efficiency offensively from them. They've enjoyed scoring from a number of places. 8 scorers on the game. The only person who has played minutes and didn't score, there's 2 of them. Schiller, who played 1 minute 49, and then Agandaz, who played 2 seconds. The only 2 players not to have scored for Pinar Karsiyaka, but just such balance. 8 for Ergalu, 7 for Turan, 13 for Guvan, 12 for Walters, 7 for Wood, 15 for Kennedy, 8 for Dojgan. There's tremendous sharing of the ball with the 15 assists for them. You see it, just open looks time after time. And very impressive. After that loss last week, wondered if there'd be any kind of disappointment from them. And we mentioned they haven't had a good time of it domestically in the Turkish league. Lost now the last 3 games. You know, those defeats are against Galatasaray, Darüşşafaka and Gaziantep, the fellow Basketball Champions League team. So, you know, 3 good teams in the Turkish league without a doubt. But after they started so brightly, winning opening game against Anadolu Efes in the Turkish league. I'm sure there was high hopes for Pinar Karsiyaka. Still a long way to go, so they can recover. But it'll take some time. No such problems really in the Basketball Champions League. That loss on the road last week. No disgrace in losing to an Oldenburg team, which will be there or thereabouts for the qualification spots, that's for sure. As Walder's going to pick another foul. And saw the ball, but committed a foul, trying to take it away. Sideline possession. Here's Walters once more with ball. Neshiman Guvan roll into the ring. He's wide open here. He is. Oh, little bounce pass. Kennedy can't get the roll. If that was on the other side, that'd have been 2 points for Kennedy. He likes to go with his left hand though. See, tries to put it back on the left. Perhaps if he'd kept it on his right, he might have got the roll. Glenn Rice Jr. will pick up that foul. Kennedy goes back to the line. First is good. 16 personal now for him. Polite round of applause from the spectators. As he knocks down the second as well. It's been a good performance. They've won every quarter so far. Pinar Karsiyaka getting the score on the opening possession of the fourth and final period. Holloway ties it up at 2 apiece. A tough move in the lane. Moves to 17. The lead 16 points over the Turkish team. Wood to Guvan. Guvan will take the jump shot, doesn't get it. Kennedy there again, trying to grab that rebound. This time Glenn Rice beats him to it. And now finds Tamir Black. His 3 goes. On a much needed 3-point shot for the Israeli champions. Regular season winners last year in the Israeli domestic league. Enjoyed a fine start to this year though. Walters, some screen, pulls up, draws the foul, and knocks it down. Foul against Joe Alexander. And I said after winning the league last year, Hapoel Holon, just 7th position in the winner league now in Israel. And moved to 2-2 record. And there is Walters knocking down the jump shot, fouled by Alexander. Bonus is good. Walters keeps adding to that tally. 15 points now. Holloway wants the screen from Alexander. Alexander rolls. Black catches it higher and fires the 3. You just made 1. Second isn't good though. 20-year-old. It's back on defense. Gurglu. Waited, goes to Guvan. And now Walters again off the screen to Erglu. Oh, great pass, Wood. I mean, you could just put money in the bank when Scott Wood has room like that. Yet again, didn't even touch the sides. Rice Jr. fighting his way to the ring, doesn't get it. Erglu pushes, goes all the way. With the left hand, can't finish. Kennedy throws it home. DJ Kennedy, 19 points, 10 rebounds for him. Karsiyaka open up the 21-point lead, 82-61. Here's the largest lead of the game for the Turkish team, and Hapoel Holon with a timeout.
The rhythm, but we have to show hard in the 11, okay? Joe got a little bit tired, step out hard. Okay, when we don't stop the ball or when we go under, etc., and gets the shake, we get beaten. Let's go again the two side, okay, which is, let's go with here, okay, to Tamir, okay, two here, okay, land, okay.
If not, for Scott here. Okay, DJ, go for. You stand here. When he got the ball here, 5 men and you make the stack here for Scott. Okay. Smart fouls, smart fouls.
Rest of the intensity of that timeout for Pinar Karsiyaka. Not easy for them. 21-point lead. Just over 7.5 minutes remaining for them to throw in the towel a little. Ease off. Just take the victory that surely is forthcoming. But perhaps the game earlier in Group A has given them a little warning of what can be done. An incredible comeback by Annecy against Juventus Utena. So out of the timeout, Hapoel Holon go to Glenn Rice Jr. Throws the head back, draws the foul. Gets himself to the line. There's the drive. 10 points for Glenn Rice Jr. on his BCL debut then, Brussels Champions League. First appearance. Gets it to go. 11-4 now. To 19. The 2-3 zone from Hapoel. Try and match up. Got to know where Walters is and Wood. Ergalu finds Wood. Watch out. Another one. Put it in the bank. Scott Wood is automatic. 5 of 6 he is from the field. 13 points. More. It's Glenn Rice Jr. Back to Black. Holloway finds Glenn Rice down the middle. Powerful dunk from him. Second time we've seen him explode to the ring. Walters. Chance for them to run some of this zone offense then, practice. Open look, Kennedy. Doesn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound between two Hapoel Holon players. Thomas looks over, makes sure Walden is okay. The three is up. Glenn Rice Jr. looking for his numbers. Once the foul goes back to the line. DJ Kennedy frustrated. Yeah, contact on the arm, could see it though. Good call from the official. Kennedy's going to go out. That'll be his night. Picked up his 4th foul. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists for DJ Kennedy. A great outing for him. He's replaced by Tudem. As Rice makes his first. And his second. And his third. So 17 points personal. And ties Holloway as the lead scorer for Hapoel Holon. Walters pulls up. There is a jump shot of his own. Walters moves to 17. A lot of high-scoring performance here tonight. Walters wants the screen. Excuse me, Walden wants the screen. Now Holloway. Next to the inside, Erglu matched up against Thomas. Foul is going to be called against Walters. There's once more. An attack dribble. And Glenn Rice Jr. gets him to the line. No, in fact, sideline possession. They said it was before the act of shooting. Gordon brings it in. Holloway. After high screen of Thomas, he'll roll to the basket. And it's taken away. Gouvan with the steal. Numbers in transition for Pinar Karsiyaka. Watch out. Wood's in the corner. Oh, a rare miss from Scott Wood. And Holloway, ahead of everybody else, goes to Glenn Rice, and he's finishes it home. And Rice hasn't given up this game yet. 17 points, 5 minutes to go. Back into man-to-man for the Israelis then after that spell in the 2-3 zone. It's deflected out of bounds. 6 on the clock. I think you could say Walters thought he was fouled. Panini's going to come back for Holloway. And there's a timeout. So 17-point lead for Karsiyaka. Right about the halfway point of this fourth quarter. And something needs to change for Hapoel Holon. I'm not sure what it can be. They tried a bit of zone. And they need some way just to get some momentum coming back.
The game is not finished. When we miss, we need to get focused back and to stop them and give them a long offense. It's not short ones. We need to raise the focus in reaction. We keep people in the 4 fouls, try to play defense correctly. Don't make a stupid foul. Okay, don't make a stupid foul. Listen. Number 10 in the game. Yeah. Listen. We play a simple out. Simple.
Whoever gets it here, okay, Tamir and Corey.
Some of the highlights then. As Glenn Rice has featured heavily for his team, right down the middle. We heard Coach Trifanovic say this is not over, asking for concentration, especially on the defensive end for his team. He wants them to keep playing here. From the side, yes, still, Rice went for it, and now he's there to grab in the rebound. Gordon pulls it out. Black reverses it around. Panini feeds to the inside. Walden fouled, and he's going to score as well. Walters, not a happy man, stomps to the bench. Be careful not to pick up a technical foul here. Walden with the strong finish. Still unhappy in the corner. There's Walden, and it's the bonus. So Walters fouls out of the game. 17 points, 5 assists. Sorry, 4th foul on Walden. Still an opportunity for him, I believe. As Erglu gets the roll. Glenn Rice once again straight to the ring. Hapoel just dropping back. They need to try and speed this game up, get the tempo going if they can. And now Walters on the floor. They've got an opportunity to pressure. See if they can get Erglu to play out of control. Kennedy tries the contact. Complaints from the Hapoel players, but there you can see Thomas' right arm. It may have been hooked by Kennedy, but he's got it down on the hip to start with. Erglu comes off the screen. His pass deflected again. 10 seconds remaining. Sideliners Wood will bring it in. Erglu comes off those two screens to collect it. Quite slow, methodical from Karsiyaka here. Shot clock to 5. Erglu's going to have to force it up. He does, misses, and Panini grabs in the rebound. Glenn Rice Jr., who's on a one-man mission, gives it to Thomas, and Thomas lays it up. Well, Coach Jefanovic said this one's not over, and it certainly isn't. Still 3.5 minutes remaining, the lead to 12. Holden trying to pressure the ball. Karsiyaka getting caught here, running the shot clock down, but being super passive in doing so. Eventually it gets to Kennedy. He's never passive. He'll pull up on the foul line, and that's a big basket for Pinar Karsiyaka. You just sense the momentum going towards Hapoel Holon as Glenn Rice Jr. gets into the lane. This time it's taken away by Kennedy though, and then a foul is against Rice. Oh, good hands from Kennedy. He won that battle there, and then he draws the contact the other way as to add to it. Kennedy will go to the line after scoring what I thought was quite a big basket. Here's the chance for 2 here. 6 of 8. He was before that one from the line. 21 points. Second is good. Warden to Panini. Gets it back. Need to be quicker here. Hapoel, pressure on. Rice has it, trying to find something. Goes to Blatt. He hesitates. Shot clock under 10. Finds Walden for 3. Finally, a little bit of room, and he knocks it down. Still a 12-point game, though, as they come with a little pressure. Kennedy goes to Wood, and now he'll hold it. Taps his head to call for the high screen. Clears everybody else out the way. Kennedy gets the switch now. And there's Thomas. Finds Gouvan, who loses it. Blatt pushes the other way. Oh, pass is stolen as he searched for Panini. And then Kennedy throws it down. Kennedy to 23. Panini steps inside after the fake. Gives it over to Thomas. Easy slam from him. Both teams just going through the motions here. Karsiyaka happy. The trade baskets. Tanan collects it, gives it to Erglu. Erglu draws the double team, finds the big man once again. Tanan will pull up for 3. Doesn't hit it. Drew the shot clock all the way down to the final few seconds. Walden will pull up. He's rejected by Erglu. Erglu was pulled back. Referee didn't see it. He's now Panini looking around. Fires a 3 and here's foul by Wood. I didn't like because when Walden was rejected, watch this. He pulls Erglu back when he's trying to get the ball right there. Let's have a look. Panini, who is, does have a reputation of making a meal of any slight contact. Earns himself a trip to the line for 3 shots here. First though, doesn't go. Looked settled really. Just kind of walked after it as soon as it came out of his hand. He misses the second as well. Now, is that the last chance gone for Hapoel Holon? Trailing by 12. Could have cut it to a 9-point game with over a minute to go. But they don't. And now Tanan will draw the foul against Panini. So Turan walks to the line after just giving a look to his arm. And now steadies himself. I'm impressed with him. That front line between him and Gouvan played extremely well. I appreciate how young they are, really. 23 years of age, Turan. That's in Turan. And then Benjamin Gouvan, just 21. Turan. That's the second. He goes to the side. As Gouvan goes out. And Walden brings it down. And hit 1 minute to go here. As Panini fires up the three over Katahan, he knocks it down. And again, they just retreat though, Hapoel Holon. Now comes a bit of pressure, but it's too easy for Wood to get it. Pass ahead, Katahan's going to take the three, and he knocks it down. Katahan took it, much to the disgust of Scott Wood. Luckily for the teenager, he made it. Thomas Jr. draws the foul against Turan. He took a hit in his face for his troubles. Trying to get out of the way. I think there's some words being exchanged from Turan. He's going to go out. And Guy Panini. The line in. Nice. Junior. Makes the first. A very impressive debut for him. Can't hit the second though. Now, the third is good. Wood, veteran presence. Gets it up. Oh, he'll hold it. And he's got the opportunity for Gouvan. He'll pull it out. No rush. Ergalu can control the play, run time off the clock. Ergalu with the switch. They'll look for Gouvan once more in the post. Kicks it out, Wood. Misses the three, but great fight from Gouvan to keep it alive, and then Katahan who collects it. Kennedy thought about going. Shot clock was winding down, and Panini gives it straight back to him. So Gouvan rejected in the final few seconds. One final chance for Hapoel. Panini's three is good. It won't matter. 3 points perhaps for that aggregate score as we end the game here. An entertaining affair, high scoring between these two Group A teams, and it is Pinar Karsiyaka that take the victory in the end over Hapoel Holon, 98-91. The players shake hands. An entertaining game. The teams played their part, and really if it wasn't for the three-point shooting perhaps of Hapoel Holon letting them down just 5 of 19. What might this game have been? A 7-point victory for Pinar Karsiyaka. You see the statistics. Very efficient offensive performance from the Turkish team, who get back on track after suffering their first loss of the Basketball Champions League season last week. And the leaders, Kennedy with double-double, 24 and 10. Glenn Rice Jr. playing his part as well with an outstanding individual game here, 21 points. And you see almost identical scorers from both teams. Smiles all round for Pinar Karsiyaka then. Their fans will love this. They've been in fine voice throughout tonight's game as they see their team go home with the 7-point victory. So in Group A, they will now move to 2 wins and 2 losses. They will join NSC Krasniak at the in tied second position, awaiting the results of the other groups in this game, which will be going on later with Monaco facing off against Dinamo Sassari. So, job done for Pinar Karsiyaka. And we'll move to 2-2, 3-1, excuse me. As we said, and we'll move ahead of NSC, waiting the Monaco game, and perhaps to see tomorrow night if it's EVE Baskets Oldenburg or UCAM Murcia that will also move to that 3-1 record to tie the Turkish team. Well, it's been an entertaining game for you. I've enjoyed every moment of it here from Izmir, and I will leave you with some highlights of this clash between Pinar Karsiyaka and Hapoel Holon, still searching for their first win in the Basketball Champions League.